the first vulnerability, which is the side scissor position, when he briefly touched on it last night, or Tuesday night. So again, we'll take it from an environment that's going to happen. We'll do different grips over the next few classes, but again, the most common grip is this right arm posted, okay, and he's got hip control. Whether he's grabbing the belt, the pants, the sleeve, we'll cover all the variations. So we talked about the side scissor. I'm looking to get this arm past the center line. So the best way is I'm going to make a cross grip, so 4 fingers on the inside. My left hand's coming under, and I grab my own wrist. And from there, I'm not pushing. Keep your grip strong, keep it strong. I'm not pushing to break the grip. Okay? I pull it over my head. The second I do, I'm knee pulling and redirecting Matthew from being over me to around my side. Okay? As I do this, I am opening my guard, and I'm using the content of my left hamstring on his right hip to get angular advantage. I am now looking into his right ear. Back a step. Right now we're in a neutral position. We talked about this briefly on Tuesday night. You know, Matthew's on top in my close guard, but my hips are on top of his, this top hip principle. Really it's like 50-50 guard. We're like in a neutral position. He can possibly get to his feet moving my guard, and I have possibilities too. But I want to turn this from a neutral position to an advantageous position, which means I need an angle. So from here, when I make that cross grip and come underneath and grab the wrist, I'm going to pull it above my head as I do our posture break from Tuesday night, our knee pull. I redirect, and immediately I open my guard and I use my contact, my connection with this right hip on my left hamstring to turn my hip. Okay. Now, there's 3 methods of keeping the side scissor. I'll briefly tell you them, but then I'm going to show you the one you want to use. I can stiff arm this and find this lap and make a connection to the around group. It's one option. The second option is I can pass it to here, to the arm right now. But without a doubt, the best is, because it's speed, I'm going to make it go here for the back. Now from this position, to the arm right now. And this is the side scissor position. So when you get to here, guys, I want you to try and hold it for a second. Once you get someone here, it's very hard for them to do too much. But now we need a game plan. You know, what do I do? What sweep do I do? What submission do I do? Okay? And this is probably the most important thing. If my head is higher than his, and it's slightly at the minute, I'm going to fix it. Okay? But I want my head higher. So from this position, I'm going to arch my back. I don't come up on my elbow at my hip because that's difficult. I bring my elbow back in line with my shoulder. And now I get my head a lot higher than Matthew's. I've made a frame with my elbow. How do I get onto the back from here? Stay stronger. I'm going to open my guard. I'm going to put the weight of my left leg over Matthew's back. So my right leg is light, and now I climb up my first hook in. If he knows jiu-jitsu, he won't let me get the second one in, but for the sake of the drill, we have to start off slow here. He lets me get the second hook in. Danaher finishes it here, but I want to give you a little bit more game from here. From this position, this is the worst position in jiu-jitsu, but nearly, if I can flatten them out from here. So, just switch positions here, bro. Put your hooks in. Most people try to flatten the person out by by straightening their legs. So take it back a step. Straighten your leg. Straighten the legs. Alright, there is an escape. Okay, I'm not going. I don't want to get down the rabbit hole of doing something different tonight. Shut down this escape. We're going to do it slightly different. This is Henry Aikens. From here, I get double unders. I put the soles of my feet together, and now I widen my knees. Is everywhere loose? Okay. If Matthew's looking to his left, my right hand is going to take his temperature and lift his head up, and now my left comes under, and I get my elbow in line with his chin. Turn my bicep. principles we learned in shoesting, guys. I want to break this posture. So, get the cross grip, 4 fingers inside. The left hand goes underneath, I grab the wrist. And now I don't push the break grip. Just right. Pull above my head, combine with a knee pull. Once I break it, I redirect, and immediately I get angular advantage by opening my guard and moving my hip. Okay? Forget the other two. I'm coming up and finding that lapel. I'm also building a base with my elbow. So as I get that across and I find that lapel, this head height principle, right? Can I get my head higher than his? That takes away the decision making because you don't know, do I sweep him? What do I do from here? If my head is higher than his, we're going to take us back. That takes the indecision out of it. So how do I do that? Once I get this grip, I don't need the sleeve. Now, when you come up on an elbow, we don't want to be coming up at the hip. This is hard. So, first thing is, I arch my back. Now, to come up easier, I bring my elbow in line on my shoulder, and you'll find it's so much easier to get up to this position. Open my guard. I use the weight of my leg over his back to unweight my bottom leg, which puts that hook in very easily. Second hook comes in, I come underneath and get double unders. Soles of the feet together, I'm pointing towards his feet. To get into the belly pin, I just widen my knees and engage his hips. Engage my hips, sorry. His arms are stuck under his body. Depending on where his head is facing, in this case it's to the left, I'm going to use my right hand to take his temperature, lift the head to the ear finished. It's facing straight down. You can use either arm. Slipping to the right, my left hand. Find this, pull it up, enter it here. Once I have my elbow under his chin, find my bicep. Finish is important. From here, break the grip, putting forward. Redirect and get angular advantage and find that lapel. Pulling it tight to my body. Now from there I want my head higher than his. The minute I get this grip, okay, I can let go of the sleeve. Try to get your arm out, bro. And from here, I move my elbow back as I arch my back. It's so much easier to come up. Straighten my left leg, which means my right leg is tight. Second hook comes in. Again, I don't want to be playing harness control from here. Right hand falling off him. Double unders, find his wrists. From there. So, the side scissor is the best position we can get into from the close guard. Look at Hodgson Reese's game. That's why he's like 10 times world champion. But from here, this back take is king. Out of everything we're going to do in this mesocycle, the back take is what I want. Okay? Once I lift his head, find out it's all about connection.